Hi everyone, I'm Debi Shanks. I am the Health Promotions and Physical Fitness Coordinator for Charles County Senior Centers. We all knew that movement's important. A lot of times when you think of exercise, you think of the walking or the biking or the more strenuous stuff. But today, we're going to do something a little bit more gentle. We're going to do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of stretching, and a whole lot of breathing. So it's time to relax and unwind and stretch the body. And sometimes that's even more important than the other things. It's kind of a balance. So we're gonna just try to balance the body, bring some calm into everything, and just kind of breathe and just move. So get your mat, get your, I have blocks, yoga blocks, but you don't need them. If you have them, go get them. You might want to grab a water bottle as well. Water is definitely important, even for mild exercise. It's definitely important that you drink your water. So get the water. Even if you don't have a mat, you can stay in your bed and do a lot of these things. So not to say stay in bed, I'm just saying that you can do them there where it's softer. So you ready? We're going to start with just some deep breathing and some shoulder rolls. So just stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and we're just going to stand for a minute in a mountain pose. So your palms are facing outward, and you're just kind of getting your bearings into your feet. You can have shoes on if you'd like. I like the barefoot because you just get connected with the earth, and Mother Earth needs all of our love and attention right now. So we're just going to open up the toes and get the knees a little soft and relax the shoulders, and just take a deep breath right here. Breathe in and exhale out. As you're doing this, kind of relax the upper body and just get things a little loose. You don't have to be so tight in through the body. Do it again. Take a deep breath and breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth. We're going to take the hands up into a big stretch overhead, reaching out with the fingertips. If you notice that my fingers are wide and open, so the energy is flowing out through my hands. I'm hoping that the energy hits the ceiling here and just bounces right back at me. But we're bringing, and then slowly bring the arms back down. We're going to do this again. So we're going to sweep up. This time when you sweep up, just bend the knees a little bit and breathe and lift and down. We're going to do these. Let's do 8 more. So this is 8 and down, and 7 and down, and 6. And even if you don't do all 8, that's fine. You can stand there and stare at me while I do them all. And was this 5? Yeah, it's 5. And down. Now the last 4, we're going to lift up 4, and we're just going to reach back a little bit, and then down. And 3, reach up, and just to barely arch back, and down. And 2, and arch back. Don't go too far. And 1 more. And a little arch back and relax. Good. We're just going to move the shoulders, move the wrists. Movement doesn't have to be about anything. It's based on your body. And every day is different on how you feel like you want to move. So very good. You should feel a little bit warmed up. We're just going to lift the knee and bring it down. Just lift the knee and bring it down. Just again, just kind of warming up the limbs, and then relax. We're going to take the legs a little wider. We're just going to do a few little body twists and just kind of let the arms drop, and we're just kind of moving side to side. Just a little bit of rotation. From here, we're just going to press across the body. Press across the body. Push. And every time you push, you're going to breathe out. So exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we can take this here. You can stay here if you'd like, or we're going to move the arms and bring it up a little bit and stretch, and up a little bit and stretch. I promised we're going to relax. We are relaxing, but we have to do a little bit of warming first. And then we're going to go down. So we're going to push down and up and push down. Now for me, I'm going to widen my legs a little bit. You don't have to, but I'm going to bend the knees and come in, and bend the knees and come in. So I'm continuing to get those knee joints, my hips, my legs, my thighs, and my arms all warmed up at the same time. I don't know about you, but when it comes to exercise, I like to multitask to get as much done in one little thing as possible. So with the legs wide, we're going to bring your toes forward. We're going to breathe up. Bring your arms out to the side. Turn your palms down. You're going to take your right foot and turn it forward. We're going to come into a warrior position. So you're going to lean into this. You're going to not bring the knee in. You're going to open up so you get that inner thigh stretch. We're going to press forward, and we're looking straight across the arm, and then the back arm is up. If that's too much for your back arm, you can definitely just keep it down, but we want to really try to keep this up. We're going to lunge in as much as you can, making sure that the knee is not over your toe. So turn your palm up, and we're just going to flip and reverse this and just press up and hold. One breath, inhale. And exhale, flip it back down, and we're going to come forward into a nice lunge. Turn it up again, and change that, and lift up, and then down, and flip. We got to do the other side. So we're going to do, first turn the foot in. So we're back here. You can relax the arms for a second, because I felt that in my shoulders. Did you feel that in your shoulders, any? I didn't. So we're going to take the other leg and we're going to come out to the side, lunging in, bringing the arms back out. We're looking and gazing that way. Now, when I said doing this in bed, please don't stand in your bed and do this. I didn't mean that. So this part is done on your floor. So I don't want any phone calls about anyone standing up in their beds. Turn your palm up and we lift. And hold for a breath, and relax down and bring it in. We're lunging in. Again, lift up. And the warrior looks different on everybody. Your form, it's nice to have a good form, but do you have to have perfectly straight arms if your shoulders are bothering you? Nah. And one more time. And back down. So relax the arms. And that alone, just hanging your arms out here for a few minutes, that's a workout. You don't even realize it. Well, you might realize it, but it's definitely a workout. So I'm going to turn the foot back in. This time, we're going to bring the legs in a little bit. We're going to slide the hands down the thighs, and we're just going to stretch. So you're going to walk your hands down. You're going to push your butt back, and you're coming towards the floor. Now, you want to keep your head up. You're stretching the back of the legs, so you should feel this in the back of your legs. If you'd like to take this all the way down to the floor, you can here. Just don't do a tumble forward. So I'm just going to stay right here. I have the blocks, so if I needed to, I would use the blocks for my hands, which would put me at a different angle. But right now, for this sake, I'm just going to hang out here. I feel that in through the back of my legs, and we're just going to press up and bring your legs back together. I'm warmed up. We're going to take the feet, and we're just going to circle them out and circling the hips. So we're just rolling on the toes, rolling through the ball of the foot, and rolling outward. Since we're standing, how about we do some balance exercises? Now you might want to change positions as you're doing the balance exercises because sometimes, well, you lose balance. That's why we do them. And balance is like, you have to practice it. So it's something that we practice over and over again. That's why yoga is called a practice, because I don't know anyone that ever gets it all right. So we can just keep doing it and doing it. So we're going to balance. So we're going to come and just bring your foot forward. Doesn't matter which one, because we're going to do both of them. If you need a chair, definitely use a chair. I might need a chair, but I'm going to probably lose my balance. You're just going to pick your foot up and just hold. And you want to just try to focus and breathe. Now my standing leg is shaking because I'm on an uneven surface, so my body's going, whoa! But I'm just trying to regain it. Hands can be here. Let's try it again. Hands can be in prayer. Hands can be up. Or you can come into a tree pose where you're just bringing your foot up and then bringing that out. I'm never good at this. So hold it. So because I'm not good, that means you have to be good either, and I'm just practicing. So let's just call this a practice, okay? So let's practice again, but on the other leg. So bring that out. Now, the tricks that I've heard is just to bend the knee a little bit, the standing leg, as you lift. You're supposed to put your focus on something. So I'm gonna focus right in there, right at you. Don't focus at me, look behind me. And then we're gonna lift the leg. Whoop. I'm gonna keep my hands low because if I move them, we're going down. So I'm pulling up through my body and through my chest, and then again, we can go into a tree pose if you'd like. I have slippery pants today. I'm just making excuses. Actually, it's really difficult to do, especially on this. So, okay, so here we are. So let's pop the feet. Do you want to do that again? Okay. We're going to do it again, but we're going to do it a different way. So we're going to go to the back this time. So we're going to flip the leg back. You're going to lean your body forward and just pick your leg up to the back. Your arms are down here. If you'd like to go into a warrior 3 where you're going to extend the arms and extend the legs, you're going to be a little further down. But for me, I'm just going to hang out with my leg here and dance with my arms. Okay. Oh, you're still up? Or you're down too? Okay. You want to try the other leg? I got blocks back there. I can feel them. I could cheat and put my foot right on the block. This is balance as well. But I'm going to lean forward, extend that back leg, and lift the leg up. Again, I'm still focusing, still keeping. Maybe if I stopped talking, I would do better. I think I do. I think it's when I'm talking. Oh, that was a good one. How was yours at home? I had one side that was better than the other. So yeah, we'll work on that. Sometimes if you come to yoga class, it's just fun because everybody's like swaying. Just think of yourself as a tree. We bend a little, but we don't break. All right, so we're going to, you should feel a little warmed up. Again, we're going to separate the legs. We're going to come back up with the hands over the head, clasp the fingers, and we're going to just arch back again and relax down. Back extension is very important because we spend so much time forward that if you're extending back, you're opening up the chest and you're working those muscles through the back. Remember the warrior that we did? We're going to go into that position again. So we're going to step out and then whoop, turn that leg in. Slide. We're going to step out with that foot. We're going to lean forward into the leg. So from here, we're going to stretch back. We're going to go into a triangle, so we're going to open up the chest, and we're just going to slide that hand down the leg. If you need the leg for support, you can have it, but then we're going to open up here. We're opening up through the upper body and through the chest. And then we're going to come up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to turn, lunge in, turn the chest out, straighten the leg, slide that hand down, and lift up. You don't have to lift the hand up if you're having difficulty. It just helps open up this whole area, and this feels really good. This is my favorite one. And we just take a breath, and then we pull in and back up. Okay. Take a breath in, and exhale. We're going to come down to the floor. This is where if you needed to get it on your bed, you could do that. So slowly we're coming onto our hands and knees. So the way that I'm going to get down is if you had a chair, you could use the chair and lower yourself down. However long it takes, we'll take our time. So you ready? So I'm going to just go ahead and tuck my foot under, come down onto my knee, and then back to my other knee. So the legs are shoulder width apart. You're going to place the hands right evenly on the floor. We're going to go into cat-cow. So we're going to round up through the back and tuck your chin under. Exhale. And release. We're sticking back, the rear back, and lifting up through the neck. And we're just going to keep moving through this back and forth. Now, if you've done yoga before, you're gonna know how this flow and how this breathes, but you're just don't hold your breath. That's the main point. If you come into a yoga class, they're gonna teach you more about your breath and more about the specifics of the exercise. This is just through the movement. So all we're doing again is we're moving and rounding in and release. And round in and release. Do one more and release. Okay, we're gonna take the right leg and just bring it back. Here you can move up. And we're just stretching. I'm stretching the calf just because this is a great way just to push back into that calf and give it a little stretch. From here, we're gonna lift that leg up. Doesn't have to be high. Don't try to lift really high, just low. And then if you want to add a challenge, you're going to just take and remove that arm. And hold it without falling. And release down. You just want to hold it for a breath or two, and then you can release. Again, we're going to switch legs. Stretch that calf, and then slowly lift that leg up. Either just do the leg, or you can add the opposite arm. Thumbs up, we're reaching out with the hand. And hold, and breathe, and hold, and breathe, and relax. We're going to open up the legs, coming back into a child's pose. So I just want you to lean back, bringing the arms out, tucking the head down, and just stretching. What this does is it helps open up the back. So you just stay there and stretch for about 10 more seconds. But it helps open up the back. It's very relaxing. If it bothers your knees, obviously, you don't need to do that. We'll do it another way in a few minutes. So keep back, hold back. One more breath, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Coming back onto the hands and the knees, we're going to take the hands and push back up. Okay, so we're going to come back on all fours. You're going to take one hand, you're going to bring it up to the ceiling and just twist and look up at the hand. We're going to thread through, so we're going to take that hand that's up, we're going to thread under and drop that elbow down to the floor. You can reach out with that opposite hand, or you can leave it right beside you, but you're just going to reach under. So again, we've lifted up, and then we thread it under and lower the body down. All right, you ready for the other side? So we're going to lift that arm up, hold it for a breath, and then thread under. Now sometimes you can hold things for more than a breath. You can do it for 2 or 3. And then come back up, inhale, bring that arm up, and then relax down. We're going to go ahead and move. We're going to sit. Let's sit. Okay. So we're just sitting and just taking a second just to breathe. We're reconnecting now that we've come down to the floor from all on our hands and our knees, and just take the head and we're just going to alternate right and left. So lift up and then middle and then over and then middle. Again, over. We're going to hold. You can either just stay here if you'd like to put the weight of the hand on the head. You can. Just a nice stretch. Just relax the shoulder blade. And release it up. And then the other side over. Relax. If you would like to use the weight of the hand, you can do a gentle pull or just stay here. We're going to take and draw the chin down to the chest. and up. Now stretching in yoga and just stretching in general has so many options. So we've just kind of gone through just a few of the basics. You can definitely seek out other ones to do. But right now, just for today, we're just doing some of the basics. We're going to take one leg out to the side, and we've got the other leg in. We're going to turn the body to the straight leg, and keeping a nice straight back, we're just going to hinge through the hips and lean forward. So my leg is relaxed, my foot is relaxed, and we're just pressed in. The opposite hand is going to reach across, and you're either going to grab at the calf or down at the ankle, or if you can reach down by the foot, you can grab at the foot. And this just allows this back to stretch as well. Right through the lats and just stretch, and then come up. So we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So we're going to take this out and then bring this one in. Leaning into the leg that's straight, and we're just leaning forward. You can play with a flexed foot or a pointed foot. It's just going to show where tension is. So if my foot's flexed, I'm tightening through my hamstring and through my calf. If it's pointed, I'm tightening through the quadricep here. If it's just neutral, then I'm just stretching, and that's where you kind of want it in a neutral spot for today. Again, taking that opposite arm, we're going to reach across and press down. Wherever your hand gets to go is fine. There's no right or wrong. One side might be a little bit easier than the other to reach further. If you have any artificial knees or hips, this may be difficult. You may not be able to accomplish. This might be it. There might not be any pulling forward. All right, we're going to open both legs this time, so we're coming out with both legs. And we're just walking the hands forward. Up to you how far out you can walk. If you have the block, you can just rest the elbows right on the block, or you can come all the way towards the floor. Definitely up to you. You just want to watch the ears into your shoulders, into your ears. You want to relax. And breathe. We're just going to take 2 breaths here. So inhale and exhale. And inhale. This feels good. And exhale. Slowly walk yourself up. You're going to bring your legs together. So it's the same concept. We're just leaning forward. We're not trying to round the back. We're just hinging through the hips. If you have a tight low back, you might get stopped here. You can kind of work it out as far as you want to walk. And stay here and just listen to some nice music and breathe. It should feel really good. Okay, walking the hands up. I'm going to turn. So we're going to come long ways on the mat, hands on the thighs. We're just going to maneuver the back and the neck. Now, if you had trouble with cat and cow on your knees, this is where you're going to do it sitting. So we're just going to round down and just tuck the chin in, let the arms extend. Hold for a second, and then we're going to reach up and straight. All the way down. And up. I have my thighs connecting together, so I'm using my legs. So my inner thighs are getting a little bit of work because they're squeezing the legs together, and I'm still working through the back and through the chest. Good. So we're going to come down onto the mat, so we're going to slowly roll down. You can pick your feet up and just roll and just hug the knees in and say hello to the legs. Bring them up. We're going to alternate one leg down and up. So we're going to pull in and then switch and pull in and switch. Now I have my head up, but if this is too much for your neck, you can bring it down and keep the legs there. If it's too much even down, you can put a towel underneath your neck. So this way I'm still being active. I'm getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings, and I'm working my core as well. And we're going to do one more on each side. In and in, and then bring both of the knees into the belly. We're just going to do circles or rocks, and then go the other direction. Releasing one leg to the floor, we're going to straighten out the other one and circle the ankle, taking that foot across the opposite leg and pulling in through the hip. If you have a hip replacement, this is a no-no. Might bother the knees as well, so just do this as you need to do it. You can bring it across the opposite leg and just pull in through that hip. Just to stretch. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Good, we're going to switch legs. Take the other leg, bring it up. Circle the ankle. My ankle's cracked. And then take this across the opposite leg. We're just stretching through that hip. And then you can release and bring that across the leg. Now, any of these you want to hold longer, please feel free just to hold. Sometimes you get into a position and you're just like, oh, it feels really nice and I don't want to get out of it. And we're going to bring the legs, feet on the floor. So we're going to drop the knees to the side. Doesn't matter which side. We're going to let the arms come out to the other side. So we're going to look to the opposite arm. We're going to take, if your legs are to the right, we're going to take the left arm up. So opposite arm, and we're just going to roll and close, just like you're closing a book. You're just going to roll to your side. And then following the hand with your eyes, we're going to open back up. And again, closing the book. This is very relaxing. It's really nice. And open, we'll do one more. This is slow. And then back. And relax down. We're going to do the other side, so we're going to bring the legs up and then over. This time you're looking at the opposite arm. We're going to lift that arm up and close. And open. Again, close. I think we did 3 or 4. We'll do one more. And open. And last one, pull in. And relax down. Bringing the hands down beside the body, we're going to pick the legs back up and we're going to bring the feet towards the rear end. And adjust ourselves as needed, because we're going to lift the hips up off the ground. So what I want you to do is just take a breath. First, what we're going to do is just pelvic tilt, so tilt your pelvic and relax. Tilt your pelvic and relax. This time we're going to lift the hips all the way up. So lifting the hips up, bring the hands down onto the mat, pushing down into the mat, we're lifting up. You want some clearance under here. If you'd like to grasp the hands and pull down, you can. Otherwise, just keep it here and slowly lower. Again, here we go up. These are just really basic movements. And lift. Very functional and very basic movements. Now this one, we're going to lift the hips up. When you lift the hips, you're going to lift the arms up and overhead. Inhale and then exhale down. Again, lift. and lower. You're gonna do 2 more. You do it. Lift up, 1, all the way up, and lower, and 2, up, and lower. Very good. So from here, I'm gonna go back down. So here, big stretch. Walk your hips down and up, and then slowly return the arms down by your side. Stay there. I'm gonna come up while you're there. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Come on. Breathe. Take a deep breath. And relax. You really just move the body very well, very gentle. We didn't miss a joint. There's loads more we could do. This is just getting the body ignited, having you feel good without an overload. We'll save the planks for next time. Take a breath, breathe in, and exhale, and just roll over to your right side. We're just kind of getting our awareness back into our space so we can resume our regularly daily activities. All the movements that we did today were for specific reasons. For picking things up off the floor, for reaching overhead, for hip movements, arms, shoulders, support, all of those things. Whenever you're ready, you're going to go ahead and push back up into a seated position. And hello, welcome back. I hope you feel good. I feel good. We did a little bit, but again, like I said, sometimes a little bit is a lot. And sometimes just doing something is better than nothing. So we wanted to make sure that you're doing something. So we're just going to take a few breaths. Again, bringing the arms out to the side and reaching up, opening the heart, opening your chest, lifting through the body, the upper body reaching out with the fingers, and then slowly roll and circle down. One more time, breathe in, lift up, and bring the hands up and then down right to your chest. So I'm very happy that you decided to watch. Please share. Please do it. Please keep moving. We will keep helping you move as much as we can, but it's up to you as well. So do your part, and we'll continue to do our part by giving you great exercises and great classes that you can come to or watch. So with that, namaste. Thank you, be well, and we'll see you next time.